Hey guys, what's up? King Lou here with a short video for beginners and intermediate players about dragging. Dragging, for those who don't know, means decelerating your swings to trick your enemy into parrying too early so you can land a hit on them after the parry window ends. In this video I will talk about what makes a weapon good for dragging, important factors you should think of while you do your drags, and things you should rather avoid. Let's start with a quick overview of which stats influence how draggable a weapon is. First of all, there is the release time of a weapon. The release time indicates how long the phase of where your weapon can damage your enemy lasts. Most swings in Mordhau have a release time of about 500 milliseconds. The longer the release time, the better. Next we have the turn cap. In Mordhau, after you press the attack button, you get a turn penalty, which means you can't look around as fast as you want anymore until the attack ends. This mechanic prevents players from doing all sorts of unwanted attack maneuvers. The turn cap indicates how fast you can move your screen against or with your swing. Higher turn cap means you can look around faster. The turn cap is the reason why high DPI has no advantage over low DPI mouse settings in Mordhau. The third relevant factor is the weapon length. I put it in brackets because it doesn't really affect the ability to drag the weapon, but it often is harder to hit drags with short weapons due to people backpedaling out of range or running away. All mentioned values can be found in the armory under advanced weapon stats. Now that the basics of what makes weapons good for dragging are covered, let's talk about the execution. Probably the most important thing to take away from this guide is the importance of the interaction between drags and accels. What this means is that people are only getting tricked into early parrying your drags if they're afraid of getting instantly hit by an accel. So it is crucial to make your drags look like accels for as long as possible. What you don't want to do is giving away your intentions to drag by suspicious wind-up or movements early. Instead, move the swing away from your opponent at the latest possible moment, just in time to not hit him early. The exact moment you want to start decelerating depends on the weapon stats that we discussed earlier, your footwork, and your enemy's footwork. Adjust your timing depending on whether your enemy runs into your swing or away from your swing. There are some things you should keep in mind to make your accels as threatening as possible. The closer you are to your enemy while attacking, the less time he has to react. This is why drag accel mix-ups in Mordhau get exponentially harder to read in close range. Notice that some drags, especially overhead drags with shorter weapons, are only possible if you stand close enough to your enemy. Be aware that attacking from close range also means that your enemy stands close to you too, after he parries or chambers an attack. It is important to understand that swing manipulation is way more effective from ripostes, for the simple reason that riposte accels are way faster than non-riposte accels. A nice trick you can implement into your playstyle is priming. Hit your opponent a few times with an accel and then mix in a drag. There is a good chance your enemy got used to the accels and will early parry your drag. Another way to improve your drags is by incorporating footwork. All I want to point out for this purpose is that by moving in the opposite direction of your horizontal swing, you can effectively bring your weapon away from your enemy faster. It can basically work like an increased turn cap for you. People get used to animations and timings within a duel rather quickly. If you use the same LMB drag all the time, chances are a half-decent enemy will not have much of a problem to defend himself. By mixing up different attacks and being unpredictable, you higher your chances of landing a hit by a lot. Don't limit yourself by only being able to drag from one side. There are two different riposte animations depending on the side you parry, in combination with the side you follow up your riposte with. Play around with the animations and use them in your favor. A lot of people's playstyle in duels revolves around running, looking around a lot and swinging widely, trying to hit off-screen on the last millimeter of the release tracer to a point where it's not unlikely to miss a strike completely. Missing someone in a duel can lead to a massive stamina disadvantage or even health loss. One missed swing quite often makes the difference between winning or losing a duel against a decent opponent. You want to aim for a consistent playstyle. Lastly, I want to leave a quick note about Wessexes, waterfalls, cucumbers and the like. My opinion is that most of these moves are highly overrated and especially for beginners not worth to integrate into the arsenal. You don't need to learn these fancy drags to land hits even on the best players in this game. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful to you. Like and subscribe if you want to see more future Mordhau content. Thanks for watching and see you soon.